Okay then. Salutation. Oh, let me just beforehand that'd be causing a feedback loop. Salutations, denizens of the internet. I am a Byte 27, and welcome to a special building stream. Today, I've got some very special news. Basically, a friend and I jointly bought a new 3D printer. If you're a longtime fan, like I'm not sure how many years ago it was at this point. I think it was around 3 at this point. I got myself a 3D printer as a Christmas present for my parents, and like the summer afterwards, it kind of broke on me. I diagnosed the problem. Basically, the bit that melts the plastic for 3D printing wasn't melting the plastic, so it couldn't come out. And well, thanks to my friend Dale Tippett of the Optimus Primecast chipping in, we now jointly own. And let me just move this onto stage. We now jointly own an Ender 3. Let me just, no wait, that's the wrong one. There. We now jointly own an Ender 3. You can see here, I've got it opened up at the moment, and we're going to build it. Well, I'm going to build it. You're just going to watch me build it. So, let me just, see here. I can swap this around real quick. Then open up my little vlogging light ring and get it inserted. And voila, now we have a little workspace I can build off of. I'm just gonna make sure that my computer is a bit further away now. And while I'd love to show you the process of 3D printing something, I don't think that would be very interesting for all of y'all to watch. So just gonna take this down so I have easier access to it. And now I'm going to build it. Alrighty, so first thing first, a good thing to always do whenever you're building a piece of machinery like this, apart from doing this, is to always take out the instruction manual, because this is where the majority of the useful information will be. Let's have a quick flip through it. What the heck is this? After sales service card, warranty, return, change, repair. Okay, so this is something I can just fill out in case it doesn't work after this. Oh, I should probably also grab something real quick. This is going to be important, so I really shouldn't be leaving it for later. Let's put the more graphic fan. Around here somewhere, right? Something essential that the 3D printer cannot be built without: post-it notes. These are going to be very important later on, so remember that I grabbed them. But anyways, let me open up the Ender 3's little instruction manual. Here's a QR code I could scan if I wasn't already using my phone in order to get instructions. Oh, I see. Here's all the stuff that was included with it. And let's get to assembling it. First, 3, install the printer. Okay then, first things first. Oopsies. First thing is first when building this 3D printer, according to the instruction manual, is to take out this part. This includes a lot of the main framing stuff for the printer. So I don't know tech. My brother knows a little more than I do, but don't expect me to like concretely say the official terms for each of these. Hey Zach, it's here. Brand just texted me, so you definitely couldn't hear it. Here we go. Wow, this is scarily similar to my old 3D printer. I think my old 3D printer was just like a bootleg of this. There we go. Here's the stepper motor. Here's the what I like to call the mission control for the entire process. And here is what the plastic's eventually going to come out of. Let me just make sure that this can't get tangled. Really hate to break this thing after just buying it. And the motherboard slash thingy that I'm... Oops. And here is the screen for interfacing with it. And some support beams that we'll be using. Let's see here. Some filament, along with, here we go. Along with something that will be very important for the end of the stream, because the first thing I will be 3D printing with this new printer is some replacement parts. I didn't post about it, but I recently got like a bunch of unfinished, like complete and incomplete Beast Wars figures from like not just the original Beast Wars line, but also like the Transmetals, the Transmetal 2s, and I'm trying to 3D print out replacement parts for all of those figures now that I have a new printer. And I'm going to be doing it in this gray plastic, since I think that'll work best for what I need it to look like. Pull up the screws and the screwdriver and whatnot. Alrighty. Now then, time to follow this step by step. Well, let's see, I've only got one watcher so far. How are you doing, by the way? I hope you're doing wonderful. I know I am. Oh, I'm holding them upside down. So first things first, I'm going to take the Z-axis profiles and install them. Install the Z-axis profile. What is that? That's, oh. Whoopsies. Let's see here. Hello there, A-Man. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying it. These. Oh, the Z switch. That's the first step, is the Z switch. That's basically the piece that tells the 3D printer, okay, this is the furthest down you can go. Don't go any further, otherwise you're going to be scraping up against the bottom of the plate and removing the thing that's in there that helps it move or something. I don't know. I don't know the technical side of it too well, so let's see here. Let's see here. What does it say? Z-axis limit trigger, limit switch to the profile. I so wish that they could just like print the numbers for the parts on these pieces. It would just make my life, and I'm pretty sure a lot of lives, just that much easier. But whatever. I don't own the company that makes these, so my opinion doesn't really matter in the end, unfortunately. There's the clippers that we'll need for when I actually want to put in the filament. Some of the screws. More of the screws. The third set type of screws. Just screws, 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 all the way up and down. There we go. There's one of the motors that we'll need. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay then. Hello there, Genesis 193 or Ahmed Med. Whichever of those you prefer. Let me see here. Which of these does it need to go into? The this is the first point that I'll be whipping out this tool. I have like a hex screwdriver tool that like covers all these sizes. Let me get some music on for us. Let's see here. Hopefully people can hear that. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, wait. This one goes on the other side. Why can't they just make these? I mean, okay. I'm not sure if it's just me and my stupid brain, but I cannot parse these instruction sheets. It's just like, these things look the same in the instruction sheets. Can't you just like maybe make it a little more obvious for people like me who aren't just visually attuned? Whatever. Like I said, it's a company that's got more money than I do, so they're not going to listen to me, obviously. Okay, then. There we go. Got that on to the right one, I hope. Thing is, I can't attach this too tightly. Otherwise, technically, the thing to keep in mind when you're building a 3D printer like this is that when you attach this trigger that tells you, okay, the bar can't go any lower, please stop trying to lower it, computer. You can't have it on too tight because that might interfere with like its actual ability to calibrate. But that's something that I'll have to troubleshoot towards the end of this stream, unfortunately. Okay, next thing's next. Okay, then. I'm going to need these long screws, it seems, in order to attach. And here's the part that I hate about most 3D printers is that when you assemble them, they don't exactly give you an easy way to do this. Lift it up so you can... Shoot. Ow! There we go. Need to balance this on my head in order to get these damn screws in. Let's see here. Also, happy Pride Month to everyone. Kidding me? Mm-hmm. Glad to see that A-Man 1998 is celebrating along with me. Got plenty of friends that, well, I hope they're all safe, especially in the current political climate. I feel like things aren't as safe as they were originally, or at least not as safe as they were pre. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna leave politics out of it because, like, that's just a can of worms I have never been willing to open. I think it's best to just point out that I have a very childish view of morality at the end of the day. What if it's good? If it keeps people happy and it protects them and keeps them safe and allows them to achieve what they want to do, then more power to them. If if something harms people and it makes them sad and makes them angry or like hurts people who have done nothing wrong, then it's evil. It's it's difficult to explain. Morals in general are weird. It's like, there we go. I think I got it. Wait. Oh, God. My instincts are screaming at me right now that I put this in upside down. Oh, wait, I skipped a page. That's... No, I didn't. What the heck? This doesn't make sense. Okay, so check this out, netizens of the internet. Up here, it shows the how to install some of the components. And down here, it shows some of these components are installed without like any explanation as to how to do it. Okay, do I need to like... But like, okay... So are these supposed to go into here? What? Okay, at least I know this is able to move, so I can just like... Ow, and I cut myself. Oh, that stings. It never be said that building a 3D printer or literally assembling any piece of machinery is an easy job. Because, believe me, it fucking ain't. Also, if you're wondering why this is different to my normal filming setup, it's because I'm currently in the church. The friend who paid jointly for this, he's the music director and AV team director here at the church, and so that's how we know each other primarily. I actually did my summer internship here not too long ago. Also, yeah, no, that's gonna. If I mention that, I'm gonna get political. I think this might be the right way it's supposed to go. Please, please, little booklet, make your instructions clearer. Okay, well, I sure do hope it's on the right way now. Okay, then. Next up, do the other sides bar. Here. Let me just make sure I've got this right. Okay, good. It at least shows me how I'm supposed to. Mm-hmm. Oh, that. How I wish technology could only, if only technology could be so modular and like giving people advice on how to build stuff. But that's the thing. Computers, either A, computers all have to be built differently, or B, the computer industry is so far up its own ass that it won't allow people to build their technology identical, so it can't be interchangeable. It's a big part of why Apple has something of a monopoly over technology. Once as you go with Apple, it can't go to anyone else because your data won't transfer without a lot of pain in the ass. Ugh. Perfect. Oh, I get it now. This is the central processor for the whole thing. Nice. And power supply. Let's see here, what do I need for these? M4X16. Nope, that's not the right ones. M5X25. Nope, that's not the right ones either. I swear, every time I look at the M4X20s, okay, so this is what I'm going to shove in order to secure this part into place. Probably, but at the same time, I can't exactly pull them up because, well, one, I'm trying to keep all of you entertained, which I'd rather be doing instead. And for two, like I feel like I'm being engaged more when I'm, but despite my frustration and grumbling about it, I am ultimately feeling as though I'm being engaged more than I would if I was just watching a tutorial. So, yeah, blame dumb monkey brain Ryan for this. Or the part of Ryan that likes to make things more difficult than they really need to be. Yes, my life would be so differently if that part of me just did not exist. Okay, there we go. There we go. That gives you a slightly better view of what's going on. Also, how have you guys been liking my thumbnails as of late? I've been trying to put a bit more effort into making those like a bit more eye-catching, and I'm not sure if it's working. There we go. Yep, I built this facing the right way. Okay, next up. See here. Please ensure the correct position for the power supply switch and the mains. M5 by 8. Let's see here, 29 was... Okay. M5 by 25. M4 by 16. No, that's not it either. Oh, come on. Give me a break. Okay, where? There we go. Next thing is next. Oh, thank you so much, guys. It means a lot to me. I always try to make them look as nice as I can, mostly because, like, I really want this channel to become something I do full-time. Even though I know that's kind of a pipe dream. But... Come on, then. Because, like, that, the one for the last episode of It Figures was, I was trying to recapture a shot from the show that Kamen Rider was from. Which, speaking of, I actually got to start watching that series, Kamen Rider Geats, like, nearly a week ago. And the story, and it's interesting. I'm not sure I can call it good or bad, since, like, I've only seen, like, the first 3 or 4 episodes. Maybe I'll make, like, a watch party mini series out of it, since that sounds like it would be fun. But then again, this is a series by Toei we're talking about, and they are notorious for taking down this creator content. Like, they are almost as, if not worse, than Nintendo. When it comes to punishing people who just want to talk about their love for their stuff. You want to post a fan review of this Kamen Rider series from 9 years ago? Well, to the gulag with thee and thy content. It's a bit dramatic, I know, but doesn't change how it feels. I'm also glad that for all of you who have ooh, thank you. We're not quite at the 800 milestone yet because I haven't made the Q&A. That's something I want to do once we hit 800 subscribers. I will focus all my time into making that Q&A video. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Honestly, though, I'm not getting as many questions for that Q&A as I want to have. I'd like to have more questions. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is that I'm going to put a pause on answering a lot of the questions I received during live streams. So that way I can add them to the queue for doing the 800 subscriber Q&A video I want to do. I think that sounds like a good compromise, right? Okay, now let's see. What is the next thing this machine wants me to do? 74 for M18. And that screw ball. And for 16. Is that a typo? Well, either way. Nope. Nope. That's not the correct screw. I do not understand why it takes me so long to just come to grips with the fact that I do not have what I need on hand. What do I need to do? So they're flatheads. Gotcha. There we go. Be selfless. Okay then. Maybe we should do another Pizza Tower stream sometime in the near future. I'd really like to do that. Problem is, I've got a Mac, and Pizza Tower can't be played on a Mac because Apple sucks. Sorry, friends. No compatibility with Windows means no compatibility with Windows. Yeah, you would say that, Apple. Oh, we're Apple. We make products that are so good. They must be good because they're expensive. But no, they're actually the worst things on planet Earth. Here, I need the M416 screws. What? Oh, I see. Honestly, that's the only way you can be a gamer on Apple, my friend. When it comes to Apple computers, really the only way you can be a gamer is if you play games on your phone. That's what I mostly do anyways. There we go, that's one down. You know what? Nope, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. That way you can better see what I'm doing right now. Okay. Looks like you win, a little packing pile of shit. I will end up using your little hex wrench thingies. You know, whatever they're called. I swear, I do not remember my previous 3D printer being this much of a pain in the butt to assemble. Then again, it probably was this much of a pain in the butt to assemble. I just got to print so much cool stuff with it that I forgot how much of a pain it is. Well, I think that's about as good as I can get that on. We're one half of the way. Oh, hey, Dale. All right, that was the meeting.
Huh?
How was your meeting?
So good. That one was fine. Got another one in 20.
I see.
Need to find my bottle of Tylenol. How's your live stream?
My live stream is going great. I'm pretty sure my
denizens of the internet.
Yes, this is the man you may be hearing through my lav mic is Dale Tippett, the gracious benefactor of this stream. He is the man who he's been a great mentor to me, and also he's the reason I even got to do the stream in the first place because he agreed to split the cost of the printer with me. So, more you guys know about me.
And you're the best fire Byte we have.
Why, thank you. The internet might, though the Google search parameters might beg to differ.
That's just an AI conspiracy against you and your channel.
It's a conspiracy. It feels like a conspiracy, all right. Whether or not it's an actual conspiracy, I don't know. And quite frankly, I don't want to know because otherwise I'm going to be right and people are going to expect me to be an obnoxious prick about it. Or I am going to be wrong and I'm going to be wrong and look like an idiot. I mean, I look like an idiot enough as it is, but...
Have you seen
a
bottle of Tylenol?
I did. It was on the... It was on one of those places, but I think Corbin moved it.
Found it, floor.
Okay, great.
Floralinol. Alright, I'm gonna go try to numb my brain before my next meeting.
Sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm. Farewell and desalutations, denizens of the internet.
Fare thee well, Dale. Come on. Bow before your master, you dim shit. Perfect. Let's see here. Oh, welcome, Alex. Sinners? No, I've not seen that yet. Oh, whoops. I got this on backwards. Take a shot for every time I have to readjust something because... Oh, wait. I think I get it now. Mm-hmm. Very bold claim of you. Very bold of you to claim, Mr. Lemons. I'm going to need some receipts for that. Unless, of course, you are the murderer. In which case... Go ahead. Prove me wrong. I love how I can just, like, match any tone that my audience throws my way. I can just be having the goofiest conversation. Yeah, because I paid the $20 to a streaming service instead. I get more movies that way anyways. Besides, it wouldn't surprise me if it's gonna come out on streaming in about 10 seconds anyways. Woo, Zeron and Flame. Very nice, very nice. I don't want to brag too much, but I recently got in some pretty cool stuff too. Currently I have some parts so I can fix up a transmetal cheater on the way, but I also got the Spinister versus Topspin 2-pack. It is so cool. It also means I've completed all of the double target masters on the Decepticon side, which woot woot! It was weird because, like, I got rid of Spinister a few years ago for some bizarro reason. I think it was just because, like, I didn't have enough space in my collection anymore. It does happen a lot when you have a finite amount of space to live in, you know. But I've always regretted it just. I've always just regretted not having it. You're also getting them. You're also getting the 2-packs for the Mayhem Attack Squad versus the Wreckers too. Cool. I got both of the packs already. I'm actually planning on using the 3D printer to print out some picture frames so I can frame the artwork, because that stuff is badass. And, like, it's something that I've wanted to do for ages. Like, can Hasbro, like, just real, like, temperature check real quick. Can Hasbro just, like, start selling prints of the box art on, like, Etsy or something? Because, like, I would buy that up in a heartbeat. You just, as long as it's not the AI generated slot they were putting on the Commander class Constructicons for Studio Series, which, by the way, the Constructicons will not be getting a review on this channel. nor will I be purchasing them in general, just because, as I stated when I brought up the new Superion, I am not into the toon style BS that's going on right now, unless it's the good looking stuff. And in my opinion, Bruticus looks better than Superion. Ironic in a way, isn't it? That Superion is actually the inferior. Ooh, you made Sideburner Wrecker now, did you? Well, I actually have my own like Mayhem Attack Squad OC. I made it from like adding some custom paint to the Sparkless Seeker. His name is Counterflow. He was a Decepticon counterintelligence agent until he got wrecked on the planet of Junk and joined up with some Junkions for a while. Then, when Bludgeon was establishing the Mayhem Attack Squad, he decided to jump on, no questions asked. He was just desperate to see Cybertron again, really. Oh. Oh, I love that name. Tire Fire. That is a great name, my friend. You have chosen well. This has earned you the Firebyte seal of approval. Do with this honor / award what you will, young Padawan. God, I hate Star Wars. I'm in very high active silly mode right now, can't you tell? Alrighty. Okay, then, time to bring back in the alternative view. For now, it is time to For now, the time has come. Gut tie! Ow! Son of a bitch. I don't know who Valve is. Let me look. Valve Transformers. You mean the live action version of Valve, or is there like some other continuity I'm ignoring? It's showing me more pictures of actual Valves and the logo of Valve, rather than like whoever this Transformers character who may or may not exist may be. There's a lot of Transformers where it's like, unless you like know that they exist, you would not believe that there's a Transformer that goes by that name. Yes, we are almost there. Oh. Ah, that's hilarious. There we go. Just give me a second to throw away some trash. Ew. Believe me, if I had the power, I would do the exact same thing. Just hand me the Infinity Gauntlet, and I will snap every single microtransaction out of existence. No questions asked, free of charge. Alrighty. We're almost there. Just gonna need Okay, we're almost there. Okay, that's not the right one. Doing a great job proving your competence here, Ryan. Okay, then. Okay, where'd that last screw go? Oops. Hasbro said new Whirl and Roadbuster were in the works. Hey Chaz, is this true? Is there like been a new Whirl and Roadbuster on the horizon? Because if there is, it's news to me. But good news nonetheless. I had both of both Blur and Whirl and Roadbuster's toys very briefly. Wasn't a super big fan of them. I think it's fair to say that of all the Sterling 30 molds. No, I'm in a church. Dorime, Dorime, Ameno, Dorime, Ameno, Ameno. Okay, just got to make sure. Oh, that. I think that's either the aircon unit for the entire building or something. The more than meets the eye class is top priority. Yeah, I'll take that with a grain of salt, especially. Like the Matumti cast are great and everything, but they kind of missed the boat on those guys. Now Matumti is but a vague memory to a lot of people, and well, I think there would be a lot of people who would be happy to get new figures of the Matumti cast. A priority would be something that I would definitely take with a grain of salt. So. Thank you for that, Krenra, for telling me the exact way to sing it. Dorime. Dorime. Intermo. Adapere. Dorime. Ameno. Latire. Latire. Modorime. I'm not singing the Judge Frollo song, okay? If you're watching the playback of this, check the chat replay. Someone just made a Hunchback of Notre Dame reference. There was someone who I once played D&D with a group, and like we had a villain who was the Pope, and like I would said, someone tell me this guy's name is Frollo, and then the DM point blank refused to say it, but said his name was Reference. I hate Curse of Strahd. Probably because I never got to actually finish that frickin' thing. Or maybe it was like Curse of Tiamat? I don't know. Well, I would like to secure that slightly more, but can't find the other screw. Well, if I ever review Ferrac, I'll be sure to make that joke. Fun fact for you, Nightshade from Earthspark was actually originally going to be a gargoyle, not an owl. Honestly, I so wish they had kept that, because gargoyles are just... I mean, owl transformers are rare enough in themselves, but there is no gargoyle transformer that has existed, or that would have existed prior to this. It's the kind of thing where you'd never ever expect it to be like a transformer. Okay. And it is done, denizens of the internet. I have successfully finished building the 3D printer. The Ender 3 is now almost ready to use. But before I use it, I think it's time for me to cover the most unusual yet useful step of setting up a 3D printer. Now that I have this surface area free, I put my computer up here. Finishing touch time. Oh, it's moving up. It's moving up. Yay. Yay. Oh. I forgot a very important step. I actually have to connect all these motors up. Hello there, Diaton. Oh, right. Probably plug that back in. There we go. Okay. Whoops. Sorry about missing out on the chat. Well, here's the funny thing about that. Doc and I are actually friends. So yeah, a bit of his style has rubbed off on me. I do my own thing most of the time. There we go. Thoughts on 86 Megatron? Looks pretty good. I'm gonna have to give it a try when it comes out. Now then, it's time for the most fundamental part. Oh, did I not hook something up? Well, yep, I missed something. Let's see here, where are you, X? The X Motors cable. I forgot to hook up the X Motors cable, so let's see here, where did I? The thing down here. Mm-hmm. Got Z hooked up correctly. I'm not sure if I can give Spikey the seal of approval. Okay, the Mazda guy. If you really are by that tree in the background, wave at me. You liar. X motor. Boop. Oh wait, that wouldn't be the X motor. It's gotta be this one. Well, that's the E motor for extruder. And there we go. There. Finally, we are done and dusted. There we go. Well, and okay, Spikey gets my seal of approval. Okay, then. Auto home. Frustrating. Still nowhere even close. Okay, Icy Champ, I might consider it. It's your. Now it's time for the most important yet unorthodox part of setting up a 3D printer: the sticky note test. What you want to do is take it so that you basically want to take a Post-it note. You want to make sure that the sticky side is rubbing up against your thumb. And then what you want to do is take the sticky note and place it underneath the extrusion nozzle. Now, the reason I didn't do this initially is because I had to loosen up the springs. In order for the 3D printing to happen as intended, in order to 3D print as intended, in order to properly 3D print something, you need to make sure that the bed is level. And the best way to make sure that there's enough distance between the nozzle, and the way to make sure that there's enough distance between this bit, the nozzle, and the bed, this bit, where the print is actually going to happen, is by bringing along a little piece of paper like this, and basically rubbing it underneath the nozzle like this. If it moves too much, you're way too far away for it to print properly. However, if it doesn't move enough, it means that you're going to get too squished and may possibly damage the surface that you're printing on. There we go. Yep, this is why we need to level the bed. Because even though I loosened up I'm pretty sure I loosened up all these springs the same. I can barely move this I can barely move the post down this corner. No, Alexis, I do not know how to play a song on the guitar, mostly because I don't know how to play the guitar. I can definitely sing pretty well, but either my family's all jealous of how good I am at it, or I'm not very good at singing. I can actually whistle all right, though. Come on, sweet spot. I'm not in a household workshop either. No, the Mazda guy. I am not in a home workshop. I am not in a school. I am in a church. As I explained at the start of this live stream, which I don't think a lot of you were around for. There was only like one viewer at that point. Basically, I don't own this by my lonesome. I had a friend who is also like a boss and mentor of sorts, who basically agreed to pay for this jointly. Next up, corner number 3. Yep, this one is a bit too tight still, so we're just gonna raise it a little. Raise it a little more. And come on, give me a little resistance. There we go. And the final one. No, still a bit too loose. Perfect. Now that I have finished that, I'm going to start prepping my 3D print to christen in the new printer. There it is. This must have scared everyone off. Okay. Okay, then. Now then, in order to get the print started, we need to clip this at a 45-degree angle. Eh. These are having a bit of trouble here. There we go. Okay. The stream is almost at its end, I'm afraid. I just want to make sure that this thing is printing properly, and then I will be signing off for the evening, I'm afraid. Just so tired right now. There we go. Now it's just going to take us a few minutes in order to get this thing heated up. Currently, it's only at 60% what it needs. I mean, some percentage of what it needs. But my phone is nearly wiped, so I'm just gonna let it charge for a bit. According to this, it'll take around 7. Oh dear. It could take as much as 19 hours to print. But yeah, this is unfortunately the boring part of 3D printing, is just waiting for stuff to happen. Hoping I set this up correctly, because I have never set up an Ender before. I've never printed with an Ender before. And considering how well my prints always turned out on my previous 3D printer, it makes a guy nervous, you know? But, like, rightfully nervous. Not, like, paranoid nervous. Heaven forbid. Also, how's my connection been this far? I haven't been able to check, but it seems to be a bit more stable than when I stream at home. So I'm thinking from now on, I might move streams from my house to the church, just because the connection is so much better here. They've said that the person I work with here at the church says I'm welcome so long as I give them a notice in advance, and as long as I keep the potty mouth to a minimum as the kids are around, which yeah, that's understandable. Lord knows that I am known for my swearing and my POTUS Manus cringe, so yeah, I don't need the kids picking up any of that. Well, from the sounds of it, at least one of you seems to think that this is a little bit better than the the connection I have when I'm at home. So I think we're on to a winner here. Okay, we're almost there. Oh, great. So the church is going to make sure that I'm quartered for sure. Speaking of terrible jokes, what do you call someone who had to be hospitalized after they were hit with a cast iron skillet? You want to know, chat? You want to know? You call them critically panned. That's a bad one. It's also one of my favorites. We're almost there. We're almost ready to make the inaugural print of this 3D printer. Are you excited? Because I know I am. Come on now, work that sucker to death. Work that sucker to death. Come on now, work that sucker to death. But yeah, I am really hoping that this print turns out as well as I think it will. In the meantime, let me just grab some stuff out of my bag. Oh right, I have my bag here with me. Wait, there's a model for there's a 3D print that can make me a Dwayne the Rock Johnson octopus. The Rocktopus? Oh, it's starting to print, guys. Oh, crackers. I think I maladjusted one of the motors or spring beds. Yep, I know which one. I am so fucking happy to be back right now. I have missed this feeling of 3D printing. I have missed this. I am so fucking happy to be back right now. I can't even tell you right now. I might consider that. I very well may consider that. Lord knows we're all a few meme lords here, so who knows? Maybe there'll be a few. Maybe there'll be a few memes that I print out just because I think it would be funny to have it on the in a video. Speaking of, would you guys like to watch a video where I talk about 3D prints I find on websites? Like, I know Thingiverse is chock full of the things, so it might also be a little fun to just stick around for a bit and have a video where I show off like a few 3D prints that are around. Oh, I forgot how satisfying this is to watch. Now, do be warned. If I do mess up, it's not for the purposes of demonstrating how you can mess up. It's because I genuinely made a mistake. I'm not perfect, so don't be surprised if I do F something up along the way. Okay, yep, I goofed it. There we go. Now I can fix what I broke by accident. Okay. Yep. Okay then. There we go. Alrighty. I think I've managed to fix it. So, oh, I'm going to stick true to my word and say that I'm going to save this for my Q&A video. But believe me, I've got some thoughts, and they're not positive. At least with regards to comparing it to Cyberworld. Though the animated series trailer does look a bit fire, honestly, which is a bit ironic. Let's see here. Please just don't print without any, just print without any gaps this time with 3D printer. Pardon me. Actually, you know what? Saying I'm in a good mood right now. I don't think I'm going to sign off for a little bit. I'm going to keep things up going for a bit while I watch the 3D printing, because honestly, I find 3D printing, watching the 3D printer go back and forth, kind of relaxing. Ugh. While I'm at it, I could probably clean up some of the trash that I've left on the floor. Grab a snack while I'm at it. Going to be doing a little. What would you think? What would you guys think if I started doing like some 3D printer ASMR videos? Would you be into that? Serious question. Is that pleasant on the ears? I can't tell. Was that pleasant on your ears? I really couldn't tell. You know, I was very briefly debating having RID Optimus Prime from HasLab hold up the instructions while I built the printer, but I couldn't fit both that, the computer, and the 3D printer on at once. So we'll settle for this. Who knows? Maybe with these piles, I'll be able to start selling some replacement parts on Etsy. I'd definitely be cutting some of my profits though, because thing is, I didn't design these replacement parts for Cybershark / Byte, and it wouldn't be right of me to take all the profit when I'm essentially stealing someone else's work. I would still do it because people would genuinely appreciate the fact that I'm out here making 3D prints of these parts that they need replaced. It's just that I don't want to go about it in a way that makes me feel like a bad guy. I mean, when you think about it, replacement parts in general are really important for us collectors because, let's be frank, toys don't last forever. Parts are made out of rubber disintegrate. Parts that like are spring loaded can get lost. Parts that can get detached can get lost. It's not exactly something that we can easily get our hands on all the time. So it's better for us all in the long term if people like me end up printing out some replacement parts saying, okay, you want some? Here's some for $5 plus shipping. Yep. Okay, here's another question for you, denizens of the internet. Considering I'm not getting that many questions as many questions as I would like to have in my 800 subscriber Q&A video on the video where I announced that I'd be taking questions for that video, would you be okay if I added some questions that I think would be fun to answer, just like of my own volition? Like, say, what do you think that what is your top pick for a figure that really needs to be remade, Ryan? And I'd say something like, oh, maybe the G 1.5 Predators. I'd really like to see those get a remake. Same goes with Fear Swoop and the track cons. Since we've got Iron Fist, he's one of those guys. It would be a shame if we didn't have them in the set too. Like, imagine that. Fear Swoop and Calicar both get retconned into becoming members of the Mayhem Attack Squad. They've never been in anything, and I think that would be nice. Same goes for G2 Annihilator / Clench. I'd really like to see him become a member of the Mayhem Attack Squad. Maybe have him be like a Decepticon equivalent. Well, you can't have him be a Decepticon equivalent to Bulkhead since they already tried to make a Breakdown from Prime that character. Okay, I'm glad that there's at least a little support for the idea because like having my own questions feels a little suspect. That being said, a lot of the questions that have been asked so far have been a lot of fun for me to come up with responses for. Here's a fun fact for you. In Spirit of Pride Month, I actually got to nah, it's not my information to share. Well, I guess the doc did make it public, so I can share what it is already made public. Doc actually came out to me for like before he ever came out to like his audience about the fact that he was pansexual, and the amount of courage that took him, I honestly respect him a lot for it. Honestly, a lot of people think, oh, what's the problem with coming out? Why can't you come out sooner? It's like, it's not that simple. I'm a straight guy, but like even I understand that telling people things that are that personal and knowing that their judgment of you and their perception of you could change forever just from a few words. It's a lot. Anyways, enough of it, me saying heavy stuff. Open some chips. These are my new favorite kind of chip in the entire world. They are Fritos Flavor Twists Lime Jalapeno. I had an entire bag of these yesterday. They are amazing. And which sucks because I can only get them at like this one Mexican grocery store that's over by where I work. It's called the store is called Los Perez, and I've been an avid supporter of theirs ever since I first discovered them. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. I will admit that part of the reason why I'm not getting as much response as I want to on that video is my own damn fault because I haven't been posting as much recently. I've told you all about it a million times. I'll tell the story again. When I made my Kingdom Eraser review a few years back, I became manically embarrassed about how rushed a lot of my videos were. So taking the time to slow down was ultimately a good thing, but it has impacted the channel's growth, which is why I've been doing stuff like live streaming more recently. Sure, it's not as well put together as a normal video could be, but at the same time, that's totally fine. Not every video has to be the picture of perfection, after all. And stuff like this, I actually get to show you the real me, the real Ryan / Firebyte27 who is behind the camera, not the very composed and well-edited Firebyte who can edit out all of his dumb jokes. Because I am ultimately kind of a weirdo. And let me see how long this is going to take. Possibly 5 hours? Nah. Oh, these look so good so far. You know what sucks about ADHD? You tend to forget a lot. Like, especially on streams, I notice I forget where I go to in a conversation before I get distracted, and then when I get distracted, I have no hope of going back to that topic. Forgetfulness is kind of an ADHD staple, though. Not trying to claim I'm some special little snowflake who deserves special treatment or anything. But damn, I wish people could be more guess, forgiving and aware of that fact. Oh, you know what I just thought, which would be kind of cool to do, is filming time lapses of these 3D prints. It'd be totally impractical, but at the same time, it would be so cool. Of course, I still have a mountain of 3D printable items I never got to back when I was at my old 3D printer. See, A-Man gets it. A-Man gets it. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You don't remember where you put something, even when it's like right underneath your effing nose. That is the worst part of having ADHD. And also sometimes the funniest part of it. But yeah. The small joys of getting to 3D print. You get to watch something literally build up. I don't understand what's going on here. Oh, that's weird. I didn't notice this when I had the original Wolfwire mold, but apparently I can actually still peel down his chest plate like this. I wonder why. They never gave him stats or anything that even remotely resembles the stats, but still cool. Potentially a scrapped unit with some assault, I wonder? No, it's hilarious. I could probably be sounding a lot better right now on a different mic since I'm in a room full of audio equipment, but at the same time I don't know what I'm allowed to mess with and what not to, so yeah, it's much of a muchness really. Besides, what really matters is the what I'm enjoying right now. I forgot how fascinating this is to look at. I actually ran into a. It's actually really funny because like last night I've been looking forward to this so much. I actually had a dream about it yesterday. Not like yesterday as in like last night. Yesterday as in like the night before last night. I dreamt that my mom was hounding me to or goading me into 3D printing something for the company she works for. And I was like, sure, if they pay me. When she suddenly slaps me across the face, her visage morphing from her normal self into a terrifying mix of rage and constipation, like a 90s action figure. And she yells at me, "Don't be greedy!" And then I woke up stroking my cheeks saying, "What the hell just happened?" Well, so it's not the weirdest dream that I've ever had, but it's up there. Ugh. I'm probably not going to be able to stay here long enough to see it finish. It stinks, but what are you going to do? It's actually funny in a way because, like, the night that the 3D printer shipped, like, both sets of the Mayhem Attack Squad Re-Wreckers sets, it shipped two. So, like, I was like, oh my goodness, why could it have been another few days before these shipped? For weeks at best. And then when I actually got them, I was like, oh, these are actually fun. I'm keeping these. Oh. And here we have Fistatron, the name of someone's new sex toy, I'm imagining. Now we're breaking new ground. Now Ryan's making dildo jokes. In a place of worship, no less. Jeez. I wonder when they're gonna start printing the other fin, because like one of them's printing out, but it's like just the supports with the other one. Probably start. Ow! You know, there is one more idea I wanted to run by you all in this video. I've been thinking of like the Untitled Gaming streams. I don't just want to do like regular games in my live streams. I want to do board games too. Do you think that would be fun? I'm thinking specifically puzzle-based games since I am there's no easy way to put this. I'm kind of obsessed with like marble maze puzzles and laser maze puzzles. So I'm thinking I'm going to like try and live stream some of those because I think it would be really fun to do that. Yeah, and put that under the Entitled Gaming streams. There's this one game that I bought because like it looked to like a puzzle game that featured a story with a cute anime girl in it. So I might try that one first. It was called something Plummet or something Fall. I don't know. It was like it's supposed to teach you about Turing computer programming, which I find interesting. So who knows? Maybe this is the gateway drug I need in order to become a programmer and actually make some good money. Who knows? What I know is that this is looking really fun. So I doubt I'll be able to pick it up tomorrow, unfortunately. I've got someone needs the car tomorrow. I'm not even using the car today, unfortunately, so I'm relying on some other people to give me a ride to and from this place. But in the future, I should be able to do it completely on my own.
Oh,
Hey, Dale.
how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I've gotten it working.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah, sounds like it's working.
Yep.
Man.
I'm currently printing out the replacement parts I need for Cybershark.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. And they look, so far, they're looking pretty good. Want to come and see?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah. Actually, getting to see it in motion is pretty fascinating.
Yeah. How thick are your layers on this print?
I don't know off the top of my head. It's
Okay.
said it was going to take around 3 hours to complete. So
Okay.
and I had to restart because one of the corners wasn't adjusted properly.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's all right now. Everything's
Yep.
going well.
Yep. Everything's going great.
Fantastic.
Yep. I'm just like sort of waiting around and kind of watching it and hanging out with the chat.
Very cool.
The chat of one person.
It's good to spend time.
Yeah.
I'm glad this came together well.
Yeah, I am too, because like building it was just such a headache and such a sweat-inducing labor.
Yeah, it seemed like you were doing a lot of work, a lot more than I thought that it would take.
Yeah.
So it's very neat.
Yeah, but I'm probably not gonna be able to pick. I'm probably gonna have to leave before
Of
this
course.
is finished.
Yeah.
And I won't be able to pick it up tomorrow. I'll have to probably wait until Thursday.
That's fine. That's fine. I got stuff to do, so
Yeah.
I won't be messing with it.
It gives me a good. I will. I'll also probably take the time to like use this to make some more paths for this thing to follow.
Mm-hmm.
So that way we can have more stuff to print out over the next few days, like the golden discs, the discs for depth charge.
Yeah.
How many of them do you want?
I don't know. Does he have storage, or you just put one in?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I want to go check that now real quick. How many discs can Beast Wars depth charge hold? Oh, it can hold 5 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, so we'll be printing out 5 of those.
That'll be cool. I'm going to be happy to have a depth charge that has power pieces.
Yep, I hear you.
Wow. Have you seen the Ultra Class depth charge?
Which one?
Look at that.
Oh, wow. I have actually seen that before.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. I'd really like to get it at some point, along with a lot of other Beast Wars molds, but it's more about like just not having the budget for it, you know?
Dig it. Yeah. You know, I don't have the shark, and I don't have his tail.
Well, at least you'll have the discs.
Yep.
Cowabunga! Call them power pizzas, right?
Yep. Are you going to use your Gundam paints to
If you want to.
color your Cybershock part?
I don't need to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're in the correct colors.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's exactly why I chose this color.
Very cool.
But I'm currently doing a slice file preview. Yeah, this will take 2 hours just to print all 5.
Oh, far out.
Save as Creality format.
Does that have to be hooked up to a computer the whole time that it's printed, or are you putting it on a?
You just need the thumbstick in order to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So, that's why I needed the fob.
Yeah. You know, in the '90s, we used to call that Adidas.net. the Adidas network was run to one computer, put it all on a storage device, run to the other computer, install it on that storage device, run to the other computer. So it was your Adidas that was the network.
That is pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these are the parts I wanted to prioritize because this guy has got fins that I didn't get and missiles I didn't get. So
that's what you put right here, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
fins and the missiles.
There you go.
Yeah, you have a version of that Skybite, as I recall.
Yes, you gave him to him.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, you straight up gave him that guy, but
Yeah. But yeah, it was. I can actually 3D print the fins for him too now, since they're the same mold. I just need some white instead, or you could just paint it yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, he was
Hammer Byte. That's one of the weirdest toys in Beast Wars.
Air hammer. Yeah, that's just freaking weird. Yeah. Somebody broke my airway there.
Yeah, the Fusors were one of the weird bits of Transformers that's not really remembered all that well.
Yeah. Well, we only had 2 in the show.
Fair enough.
I don't know any of the other ones.
You think that one's weird? Just wait until you see Injector. The Piranha Bee hybrid.
Oh dear.
Hey, does anyone have any obscure Transformers trivia that they want to torture Dale and I with? Because I'm taking the votes now. Yeah. There's also one that the Fusors also gave us the first character to ever have one of the best names in Transformers, in my opinion. Skystalker.
Oh, yeah.
That's a pretty cool name.
That is a funky name. Yep.
It's
Sky Shadow, Silverbolt, Air Hammer, Quick Strike. I liked Quick Strike as a character.
Yeah, Quick Strike was a very good guy. Yeehaw!
Some Translevel 2s.
Yeah. Spidor.
Yeah, Spittor. That's a He-Man name. That's not a
Transformers
That's not
name.
a Transformers name. That's a He-Man name. We always laughed at the season 1 of Beast Wars because Cheetor was very inconsistent in even saying his own name.
Cheater.
Yep. Frequently saying, "Cheater, maximize! Cheater, beast mode." Bless you.
Thank you. So how's Eric doing?
He's doing all right. I saw him last week.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I almost had a chance to get Noctola
Yeah.
when I got those Beast Wars bags in.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of regret it, but at the same time, I think 777 was enough to spend on those toys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know how it goes. Yeah. I made poorer decisions older than you.
Fair enough. We all make poor decisions. That's just part of life.
Sometimes it's just like, well, I've got $70 and all these toys cost $65. I don't need to eat tomorrow. You know what I'm doing right now? I am sorting my son's Pokemon cards with him.
That.
I even built myself a deck.
My brother used to collect Pokemon cards.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't these days. But he still has several binders that are thick with 2 C's, a K, and maybe a few R's.
I don't even know what that means.
It was a meme back when back when I was in my senior year of high school, or maybe it was my junior year. The spelling of the word thick became a meme when it was spelled with 2 C's.
Yeah.
It was a way to either.
Is it a defensive Pokemon? They got a big butt?
No, it was originally to describe women who were attractive.
No, I know, but you were talking about Pokemon cards.
Yeah, I was talking about his.
We still call a fine ass baddie thick.
Fair
That's
enough.
fine, yeah.
Fair enough, but that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about just how thick his binder is.
Oh, thick binder. Oh, okay.
It is so stuffed with Pokemon cards that I'm surprised it hasn't condensed into a black hole.
Gotcha. I thought you were describing the cards inside of it.
No, those. Unless they
I
made.
thought you were saying that his because what did you say? He said something along the lines of like his binder is thick with 2 C's and some R's, and I was like, what do you mean?
Oh no, that's. I was talking about this. The joke was the spelling of the.
Yeah, the spelling of thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the people were just shoving in letters that just should not be in there.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah.
That would not produce the sound.
Mhm.
So, my generation's sense of humor, like every generation's sense of humor, must look so strange and alien to one another.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure that my sense of humor looks alien to my own generations. It's like, I grew up with Groucho Marx and the Three Stooges.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually kind of weird because, like, I encountered someone at work yesterday who actually knew what I was talking about when I referenced the Marx Brothers.
Yeah. Yeah, that always feels good.
Yeah. My favorite line from any Marx Brothers movie is, my favorite exchange from all the Marx Brothers movies is, haven't we seen each other somewhere before? No, as a matter of fact, I'm not sure I'm seeing you now. Must be something I hate. Groucho is the inventor of what kids would call the roast. Fight me on that. He is the man who invented roasting people. Or at least coming up with creative insults.
Oh, yeah, he was a fast dude. He was always super fast.
No kidding.
On the comeback. What is Animutants?
Animutants? Let me
Yeah.
see. Oh, that must be the Japanese name for the beasts.
Oh, okay, cool.
For the Fusors. Or
Okay.
maybe it was like their Canadian name. I don't know. I know that there was like a bunch of differences. There was there were some differences between like all the different dubs of Beast Wars, and like the Canadian releases, and like different regions obviously have their own censorship laws.
Mm-hmm.
Like, here's something interesting for you. The word war is apparently censored in Canada on children's television.
Interesting.
Given their history with making up ridiculous war crimes, I don't blame them. Seriously, look into some of the Canadian war crimes that were committed during World War II, and your jaw will hit the floor. It is. That's why the Geneva Convention is so long.
Huh.
It's why you can't throw. It's why you can't. So you can't develop a Pavlovian response of tossing canned food to people and then tossing grenades at them.
Oh, right on.
It's also probably why the right across is a war crime unless it's put on actual vehicles.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
The more you know about history, the more you realize some crazy shit has happened. Originally, when you said Animutants, I thought you meant the Animorphs mutants that were brought in.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, you remember how Did you know that Animorphs was made some Transformers toys?
No, I didn't. I did not. Animorphs is a brand, and
yeah, it was a series of books
that I had no interest in.
Yeah, but basically they were going to create another wave where the Animorphs just transformed from animal to animal.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah, but the Animorphs line got canceled, and that's what gave us the mutants from Transformers Beast Wars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was a pretty cool idea. There were some pretty cool designs released for it, like Poison Byte. Probably one of the names of Beast Wars.
Mm-hmm.
He turned into both a scorpion and a tropical fish.
Pretty.
I think Toy de Jour had a copy the last time I visited. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's wild. Huh.
Yeah.
So that was originally an Animorphs toy?
Yeah, originally it was an Animorphs toy, and then boom.
So instead of turning, and it never turns into a dude, it just turns into a scorpion or a fish.
Yep.
Huh.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's actually pretty unique.
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming.
Mm-hmm. Then there was one, I think it was called Snowbird. It turned from an owl into a polar bear.
Yep. Freaking neat.
Yeah, then there was like a green bear of some kind.
Well,
Yeah. Certainly brings a new meaning to the phrase owl bear.
yep. Yes, it does. It really does. Are you direct streaming with YouTube, or are you?
Yeah, I'm using it's StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
I should probably give these guys a better look back at the
Yep.
printer now.
You should have said it the same time.
I do, but it's currently charging.
Oh.
Let's see here. Oh God. Someone sent you know how I did the like entropy, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But someone was sent. I basically joked about the struggling with the cabinets and the car jack.
Yeah. Is that your large?
That's Corbin's, I think.
Okay.
But I'm basically someone immediately followed that up with this, a furniture strap,
Yeah.
and I said very mature. Furniture straps can be a back saver. Right tools are helpful when things get hard.
I've tried
That's
to
what
use.
she said.
I have tried to use furniture straps. I hate those things. They don't work as well as you think they are. If you learn how to use your legs and back, you're much better off. Here, you want this?
Oh, sure.
Pretty good.
That'd be great. I'd love to have like a better webcam.
Not to have to use right now.
Oh, thank you.
You can't have it.
Fair enough. Fair
That's
enough.
a good webcam. You can borrow it from time to time.
Yep.
I use that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Let's see here. Where did I? Oh, right. Bob. Next time I'm bringing my own.
You need a tripod?
I think I've actually got it.
All right, good.
Nope. There, maybe I don't. Yeah, I think a tripod might be a good idea.
Okay.
Next time, I'm bringing my. I might have to bring my own. I have like a desk one I can bring you from home.
Oh, in there. Oh, yeah. Oh, sad.
Ew. Let's see.
Oh, that's not grabbing. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Which was this might be. That's more sufficient as far as height goes.
Yep.
You want to knock it. Oh, and then you can go lower. Do it one up. What's that?
That looks great.
I am about to roll out of here. How much more time do you need?
I don't really need that much more.
All right.
So,
You want to just call it at 4?
yep.
All right.
This is definitely where I'm planning on calling it.
We'll let you do your thing.
Mhm.
I can call more. Tylenol.
Yeah.
Migraine.
I'll pack up with the stuff. I'll pack up my stuff, the stuff I'm taking home. We're definitely gonna hang out again sometime within the next few weeks. So I can show you Omega Prime because this thing is pretty cool, and I think you deserve to see it.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Well then, denizens of the internet. I hate to say it, but I think it's about time for me to clock off for the time being. This has been one of my longest streams in a while, so I hope that made it worth it, and I hope that at least something in the stream was enjoyable for you. I have got so much I want to do with the 3D printer now, and I'm hoping to God that I can manage to do it all in the near future. But until next time, this is Firebyte 27 over and out, and I will see you next time.